Robert Fulton told Napoleon that he invented a steam engine that will carry a boat against the wind. But Napoleon, who never saw such a thing, responded that he had no time to fool with cranks, and besides, ships could not sail against the wind because ships never sailed that way before. Samuel Pierpont Langley worked out an experiment with an airplane, but the request was denied and Professor Langley was laughed at as being an impractical dreamer and a crank. No one has ever seen a man fly with a machine in the air, and no one believed it could be done. But we are becoming a bit more liberal in our viewpoint concerning powers which we do not understand, reminding you of these impossibilities of the past which turned out to be realities before displaying certain principles. I believe in myself, I am courageous, I can accomplish whatever I undertake. One can develop courage and self-confidence by the use of the following, or by holding the thought of the statement in one's mind constantly. This is called autosuggestion. Thought is a powerful form of energy which directs the activities of the human body, that every idea held in the mind takes on permanent form and continues to affect the bodily activities according to its nature, either consciously or unconsciously. If thought is this powerful, shouldn't we be using the advantage of carefully selecting the thoughts which allow your mind to dwell upon? Napoleon Hill adopted a plan for making practical use of autosuggestion and developing certain qualities from familiar characters in the history he admired. Every night before going to sleep he closed his eyes and see, in his imagination, a large council table standing in front of him. Then he pictured certain men seated around that table. The men he selected to take imaginary place in his imaginary council table were, for example, Abraham Lincoln, Napoleon Bonaparte, Waldo Emerson, and Henry Ward Beecher. The purpose was to impress the subconscious mind through autosuggestion with the thought that he was developing certain qualities which he admired the most from each historical character. From Lincoln he wanted the quality of fair sense of justice towards all, both friends and foes alike. From Napoleon, he wanted the quality of dogged persistency, strategy, leadership, and self-confidence. From Emerson, he wanted the ability to interpret human emotions, reason from cause to effect, and from effect back to cause. And from Preacher, he wanted the magnetic power to grip the hearts of an audience in public and his ability to speak with force and conviction. As he saw these men sitting there, he would direct his attention to each of them for a few minutes, telling himself he was developing the qualities he admired from them. Napoleon Hill himself made many attempts on public speaking, but most of the time ending up as failures. But the very first speech he attempted to deliver after a week of his practice of autosuggestion, he impressed the crowd so much that he got invited again for another talk on the same subject. And from that day he only kept improving and improving, becoming one of the greatest public speakers of all time. There is no escape from the effects of your dominating thoughts. There is no possibility of thinking of failure, poverty and discouragement, and at the same time enjoying success, wealth and courage. You can choose which holds the attention of your mind. Therefore you can control the development of your character and determine the character of people you will attract. Deep desire is the beginning of all human accomplishment. Autosuggestion is merely the principle through desire that is communicated to your subconscious mind. Only if you strongly desire something you can do it, with the help of autosuggestion.